I bought this Audi A3 about 10 years ago, maybe, and for many years it was my daily. However, almost 3 years ago, I bought an Alfa Romeo 159, which probably you already saw in the channel, and I just stopped drive this car. At that time, I thought about selling it, but I changed my mind and I keep it to restore it and, of course, create some content for you. While I was installing the ignition coil, a neighbor just
Vamos
appeared.
seguir, Bruno. É, já vai começar já. Pôr isto novo. Já está parado há 2 anos. Vamos ver se ele liga.
The car has been sitting for almost 3 years now. The first thing to do, obviously, is to get it running. And to do that, I need to fit a missing ignition coil and a battery. I'm going to install a used ignition coil right now that I bought for 20 euros, 25, I believe, just to see if the car starts. But of course, I'm going to install a new one. I'm going to install this battery, which was in fact the battery he already had. I just charged it, but it's really old and it can't hold a charge, so I'm going to have to replace it for a new one. The fuse box on the top of the battery is also that I already bought, and also I'm going to replace because it's looking really bad.
So guys, let's see. Moment of the truth. Whoa. It's starting, man. And no smoke.
As you can see, the bumper paint it's like bad. It also have a lot of webs, but I will take it to a car wash to at least clean it. But okay, it was parked, so it's normal. But in general, the paint is not that good, so the car will receive a full paint. The good news is the tires are in a good condition. The shock absorbers are like new. I had them installed recently. The discs and the brake pads are also good, but I'm going to replace them in the future. As you can see, many scratch in the paint. The wheels will be restored. They are looking a little bit better. As you can see, scratches and more scratches. This damage in the rear bumper, I don't know how it was done because it didn't have before I stopped the car. Possibly someone hit the car, the bumper. I don't know anyway. There is a slight crack here, but this was already there.
So guys, that is the worst part. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'll try to do something to fix. So guys, the worst part in this car is the interior because you remember this damage right here in the roof. It started to get water inside and the interior stayed, moldy. And when I'm saying moldy, it's really moldy. At that time, when I realized, I took a picture, so I will show you. Right now, I cleaned it a little bit just to see it, but you can see it in the pictures. It was really bad, and the back seats are still really dirty. I'm gonna show you.
As you can see, when I'm saying moldy, it's really moldy, but you'll see in this restoration that they will look like new. And actually, the driver's side seat, it's have a damage, and I will replace it because I bought new seats and door panels. As you can see, they're also like destroyed. This will be restored also. So in general, the car is like in a bad condition. If it's in a bad condition, the headliner, for example, is destroyed, it is something that we'll see that they will restore it also. So in general, it's not looking good, okay, but we'll see some magic in the future. We can make this looking like new. It's also missing, as you can see, the radio, but I already have a new one.
Another thing that is not working is the sunroof. The windows are not working, the doors are not opening, and that happens when the water goes inside the car. And I believe this module, which is the central locking module, I believe it's damaged. I already removed it to see the part number, and I have another module right here to test and see if the problem it's the module or not. I hope so, to be honest. It will be a kind of difficult to show you the replacement, in this case the installation of this. When this happens, usually is this module, which is really common. The Volkswagen Polo had the same problem, but in this case is not working, nothing, absolutely nothing. So let's install the module and see if at least I can open the windows.
You may be wondering why I'm working in this strange position and asking for yourself why you didn't open the trunk. The reason it's easy, the trunk simply is not working, you know, so I need to work like that.
So guys, I also find out a wire right here. So if it's not working, I believe it could be the plug. Let's see. Let's see. Guys, never use this in your car, okay?
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win,
So as you can see, there is a lot of stuff in here. Basically, I will start with maintenance, but new radio, oil, coolant, expansion tank filters, more filters, ignition coil, this is the fuel pressure regulator, new side lights, brake caliper paint, this is the fuse box. So guys, that is a lot of stuff, and of course I have way more at home.
So let's get to work and start by replacing the fuse box. Let's go, guys.
So guys, the reason that I changed this is, as you can see, as I told you, someone jumped this fuse. They delete this connection right here, and as you can see, this is broken.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I used the ignition coil, and I think it was a good time to fit a new one to make sure we don't have any problems. because these ignition coils often give problems in these models because they are installed in the engine block, and with the temperature they end up by getting small cracks and of course failing. Of course, when you are handling with electric parts of the car, always disconnect the battery.
All you need to do right now is to disconnect the cables.
So as you can see, this is the original one. The brand of the original one is Temic, but I installed the Bosch to make sure the quality is good. So let's start with the maintenance, and first thing I'm gonna do is to replace the air filter, which you'll see it was in a good condition, but okay, I already bought a new one, so I will install a new one and give it a clean in the air filter box, which is also important. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is basically the maintenance, the basic maintenance, and of course the oil filter. It's the basic maintenance, and this oil I have no idea for how long it's here, maybe 3 years, maybe. So it's really important to replace it. So right now, what I'm gonna do is to replace the collar filter or cabin filter. And guys, I know that many people don't replace this, but this is something related with your health. So replace it. This is really cheap. Don't make any sense to keep this. And usually every model, it's really easy to replace. It's like 5 minutes. So don't mess up with these filters.
So guys, unfortunately I'm facing a fuel leak in the Audi A3. You know, this car never gave me any kind of problems or big problems, but since I stopped driving this car for 2 years, it's a kind of normal that it has some problems right now because I parked the car on the street and it's pretty normal. So the fuel leak that I have right now, it's next, I don't know exactly where because I didn't look, but it's right next to the fuel filter. So I take the chance to replace also the fuel filter because I replaced this filter maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I don't remember really well. And guys, let's go see where is the fuel leak right now and replace the fuel filter, and at least I have a fuel filter brand new ready for the next owner of this car. So guys, let's go. So here it is, and let's see where is this freaking leak, because I don't know if it's the hoses. Para. So guys, this is fully cracked, as you can see. So guys, what I'm gonna do is to go to my local shop and buy a bit of fuel hose. Let's go. So guys, I went to my local shop to buy a meter of fuel hose. What I'm gonna do right now is to cut a bit. And there's one important thing that I want to show you about fuel filters. This is my new one. If you are trying to replace yours, it's always important to watch the flow. You have an arrow that indicates the flow. So this means this have orientation. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it have an arrow right here, an arrow pointed to this direction. This one also have a inscription right here. Probably you cannot see because it's the same color, but it says in, which means this side over here goes from the fuel tank and goes out to the system. So don't mess up with this. This is important, okay? What I'm gonna do right now is to install my fuel filter, to install the new hose, and hopefully I don't have more leaks. Let's go. Side of the fuel filter connection, and I believe this connection is not original. I'm pretty sure that this is not original. This is not usually the fuel connections, you know, it's fast connectors and don't use this kind of hoses, but guys, it is what it is. Since this is also cracked, I will replace also this one and install brand new. Let's go, guys. So guys, let's see if the leak is fixed or not, and if I have fuel, of course. Let's go. Done, no leaks, just missing fuel. Let's go.
So guys, and the last but not least of this video, of course, I will replace the fuel pressure regulator because I heard it many times leaking. So guys, don't forget that if you want to see a step-by-step of what I'm doing in this video, you will have it step-by-step videos on my YouTube channel. So if you want to take a look at my other videos, and you'll find out this step-by-step.
So everything seems okay. Let's see if there is any leak. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget your thumbs up, and as usual, see you soon. Stay tuned.